Welcome to Lanmou. This is a general reading for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising for the second week of September 2019. Thank you so much, Cancer, for your support. Please keep liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel and these messages. I'm losing my words already. I don't know why. We're going to do things a little bit different this time. This messages this week will focus mostly on love, and I woke up feeling the love, and I was called to do it this way. So I feel like some of you guys need a little bit more love in your life, need some clarity on love, relationship, or whatnot. So here we go. We'll start with the Doreen Virtue Women's Oracle deck. I just say oracle. It's just an oracle deck. I'm sorry. I'm so silly today, though. I'm a full Aries mood right now. Oh, okay. So this is the first card that came out for you. Make the effort, Cancer. Okay. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So some of you are being guided during this time. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so this is almost saying the same thing. Okay, you're being guided during this time to you're being guided during this time to on how to handle a situation in your romantic life. Okay, a romantic situation in your life, I should say, and it's going to take effort from you. Okay, it's going to take perhaps it's going to take some courage for you to express that love to somebody, because it's asking to make the effort. Okay, there we go. Oh, as a flipper here. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And at the bottom of the deck, we had calling in your soulmate. And I kid you not, I've seen this card, and this card already. So it's almost like we're all going through the same thing. And I strongly feel that's why Spirit was calling me to do this that way this time. Like, there's a need to clear the air here. Like, collectively, there's a need for all of us to just go ahead and stop getting out of our way, to stop getting from our ego, from our head, to reconnect with our heart chakra. And that's how I felt when I woke up today. I felt like like a sense of lightness, a sense of, like, you know, that inner child quality that I'm in Aries, that we all have. I truly feel, and I like that. Make the effort. There are two kids on this card. Okay, it's almost like to bring in the innocence, to bring in that, allow yourself to feel the butterflies again in your stomach. Do not concentrate so much on the mental aspect of the relationship, or that they did that, I cannot accept this is a deal breaker, blah blah blah, and all those boundaries that we set up. And most of the time, of course, they are needed. We are humans. Okay, yes, but also we must not forget that spiritual aspect of our life. And a lot of us, that the relationship, connecting with someone in a deep loving way, is truly the most spiritual things that you can do. Okay, even if you, like in the Bible, they tell you, if you want to connect with God, the easiest way is to show love to your fellow beings, to show love to your brother, to your sister, and to connect with them. Don't do to them what you would not like to be done to you. To seek God when you look into another's eyes, right? That's why we say namaste, like, I see the God within you, just like, you know. And that's that deep love, that deep understanding that we each have a piece of God within us. And I feel here we're being called during this time, all of us, really, because it's such a repeated message that I'm getting here so far. And I was called to do this reading this way, that for us to express ourselves, to express the love. Okay, to express the love. The calling in your soulmate is at the bottom of the deck here. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And yes, you have prayed for that person. You have been visualizing the coming of this person into your life. Okay, so this is something that you wanted. And no, nothing is perfect. There's no perfection in this world, and there will be challenges, there will be lessons, there will be things that trigger us to put us in the right path. Okay, or to just get our attention even. So, and at times it just requires great courage from us in order to step out of our way, to step out of ourselves, out of our comfort zone, okay, of old ways of being, of old habits, in order to relate in a different way with another. And it's really worth it at the end. It's really worth it when what you have to gain is a true love connection, okay, a heart connection with another. And I'm sorry, Cancer, I don't mean to be preaching to you here, but the messages are just coming. I just have to let it out. That this is okay. Let's keep going here. Make the effort. Let's get some clarification card for you, okay, Cancer? Clarification on make the effort, Spirit. Clarification on make the effort for Cancer. Clarification. And this is the Shadowscapes tarot, and we have the Two of Pentacles on make the effort. So it seems like for some of you, Cancer, you have been waiting this out. You've been trying to understand the whole situation. You've been trying to I don't feel like so much it's a and yes, it very much so could be. There might have been juggling happening here in your relationship. There might have been someone here was not giving their all. There must have been some sort of indecisiveness in that relationship, okay? When somebody could not completely be in, or you were not sure where you stand with that person, or that person was not sure where they stand for you with you, where there was a constant like back and forth, if you will. One more on the make the effort, Spirit. One more on the make the effort for Cancer. Clarification on make the effort for Cancer. Tell us more on make the effort. There we go. The King of Cups. Yes, this is completely, of course, King of Cups, the highest level of in the cup suit that you can get. This is all about feelings here and emotions. Look, he's carrying this oh, look at this. That's that little seahorse coming down from the heavens. It's like deep emotions here, okay? This is like the deep emotion. Someone is going like very deep within their emotions in order to get to that higher self, in order to connect in a higher way with another. So what I'm getting here for you, Cancer, if someone has been going back and forth with you, or there was some kind of like indecisiveness in the relationship, that was what was causing tension, if you will, you were not sure where you stand with that person. It seems like during this time there is a need for someone to just make a decision, okay, to stop juggling, to stop thinking things, weighting things, pros and cons, to just actually follow the guidance that's being given to them. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You are being guided during this time. So trust in that guidance that's coming towards you, because that guidance is basically asking you to be completely in. It's almost like having the King of Cups here is to like, this is not the knight. This is not a messenger. It's like to bring the best part of yourself into this relationship. Like if you're going to be in, to be completely in. And the same goes for that person that you're dealing with as well, your partner, okay, your potential partner here. It's telling you to like, somebody needs to bring their full self, emotional self forward. Do not hold anything back. With that King of Cups being here, to be in the full King of Cups, all the emotions, all the love, everything out in the open. There's no holding back here as far as like in a love relationship. And if it's someone that have another, let's say someone was juggling, follow the guidance you're being giving right now, okay? And what I'm getting for some of you is to fight for that relationship. It's to not, let's say you're already in a committed relationship, you're a Cancer, and someone was dealing with another, and the guidance you've been receiving, your intuition has been telling you I need to ask questions. I need to figure, because we have heart-to-heart conversations here. I need to know exactly what this is. Are you in love with that person? Is this just a distraction? Or you just bored in this relationship? You are being guided. Some of you, your intuitions have already been telling you what to do. This is just going to be a confirmation for you, okay? And the confirmation is that juggling needs to stop happening. Someone needs to make the effort. Make the effort. Find courage to either stop the juggling, to confront that person, okay, your special somebody, your partner, your husband, your lover, wherever it is, to say it's all in or nothing. Because the King of Cups here is to bring your best foot forward, and all of you in this relationship, okay? And not so much, I'm not telling you to give an ultimatum, but to make sure you put all the cards on the table here. express your love, some clarification in expressing your love. And I feel like for you, Cancer, some of you might have been holding back, perhaps because you were hurt in the past. It were you holding back. And this card came, you see, it came sideways like this. Like, I'm gonna put it like, it came sideways like this. So it was like, from this on, from making the effort, expressing your love, like it's going that way. And this all these fishes swimming in the sea with that beautiful I can't remember how they call it in English. La sirène. That's all I can say. Mermaid. With that beautiful mermaid. I believe that's a mermaid. Yeah. So the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. Okay. Express your love. This is someone that is fully in their element here. Okay. That were to be swim in the deep water. And let's not forget, we have a full moon in Pisces coming up in the 13th, 14th of the month. While these readings, some of you will still be watching this reading or before you watch this reading. So I feel like a lot of us are gonna really be in our feelings anyway, in our emotions. We're going to want to release those deep-seated feelings that we've been holding back, because it seems like there's someone that was juggling, waiting things out, that we're not putting all their cards on the table. Like you were having problem with that person, perhaps the way you're connecting, there are problems in the connection, and it's almost like the way you feel, like the way to protect yourself, it's to not let that person know exactly how you feel, to not reveal the depth of your own feelings for that person, to make it seems like you're not as interested as perhaps that you are. And they may be interpreting that as, well, we're just hanging out. I don't think Cancer is that interested anyways. And here with Jupiter, this is the card of Jupiter in Pisces with that Nine of Cups. So this is like really to tap into your deep wisdom, to really be serious, to take it seriously, like to have a higher level of commitment and connection with that person. Okay, when you're connecting with that person, and when you're diving into those feelings, to connect in a way that's very meaningful. That's the word here. That's very meaningful. When you're expressing yourself, your love to that person, make sure you focus on those wishes, on those dreams that you have, because this is a wish fulfillment card. It is up to you. It comes sideways like this. It depends on you. It depends on how you express yourself. Are you going to stand in your truth? Because your feelings are out of the King of Cups. That's like as high as you can get. This is someone who knows they have deep feeling for someone, who understands those deep feelings. And having the juggler here, it's like you're not fully expressing it. You're like waiting things out. You're in and out. Okay, and perhaps it's the person that you're with, Cancer, but I feel like for some of you, this is your energy actually. So during this full moon time, release any, I don't know, negative energy that exists, that's putting blockage in your relationship, that's putting blockage in the way that you connect with another, that's putting blockage in the way that you experience a love relationship. Okay, being able to open your heart fully to receive and to give loving energy to another. One more on the express your love. Yeah. And there is a thing such as love language. It's important to understand how your person express love. Okay, some people it's by action, some people it's verbally, some people it's just it's physical, and some people it's just kind of like almost like we have an understanding. I know you're my soulmate. I am your soulmate, and you should know what I know. You should know how I feel. Like it's like nothing. It's like they're in there, within, it's all happening within, and they're expecting you to almost like be able to tap in all of this happening within them, and for you to reciprocate. Okay, so understand your person's love language, and when you're expressing your love, so they can really be able to hear you and understand you, and also express, when they express themselves, that you're actually understanding them. Here we have the Page of Swords that came out, and the Page of Swords also talks about communication, right? And the pages sometimes talk about written communication, and sometimes with the pages it could be immature communication. So and especially because that card came out sideways like this, be very mindful in the way you actually express your love. That's what I'm getting here. There's a sense of caution with the Page of Swords when it comes to communication. There's a sense of pay attention to the things that you're saying, okay? Even if it was like a, let's say, a career situation, like pay attention to the details. Be very cognizant on what you're saying and how it may affect your significant other. You may feel like for some of you that you've been expressing your love, that you've been putting yourself out there, when in fact the other person is reading it as like you're not being serious in this relationship. You're just in and out. You're not really, they don't know where they stand with you, okay? And you feel like you're doing something, you're saying something. I'm actually expressing myself. I showed up to every date. I called every night at 9 o'clock when I say I would. And then that person is so much more. That person's like, every night at 9 o'clock. I haven't seen you in 2 months. So what? You call me to say good night. We have 2 minutes conversation every night. That means like, what? Right? And you feel like you're doing something. You're keeping your ritual that you have for that relationship, and that person doesn't get it. So when you're expressing that love, really express yourself, okay, in a way, heart-to-heart conversations where you honestly discuss your feelings with each other in a way that each other can understand it. That's a message for you here, Cancer, okay? That's a big message here. Let's get one more to heart conversation. And yes, I'm repeating myself because it's very straightforward, and that's the same message that's coming forward I hear for you. And here we go, of course. We have the Wheel of Fortune again. I've seen it again as well. It's time. That conversation is almost like overdue. It's time. Okay, it's time to have that conversation. And here we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, the Seven of Swords coming with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, you see what I was telling for you. For some people here, it seems like there are things. The Seven of Swords is a card of lies and deceit, and people just taking away from you, trying to almost like put one over you, if you will. And there is a thing here where it's truly, there's a big misunderstanding here. For some of you, you may feel like that person was like, you know, perhaps was cheating on you, was not being serious in the relationship, was taken away from the relationship to give to another even. And that person may not understand that you were serious all along. That person may not understand that the depth of your own feelings. That person may not understand what you wanted, what you required was a real, stable, exclusive relationship, because they just was not getting it. They were not understanding what you want. So that conversation is so important here, and there's a time on this, okay, Cancer? There's a time on this. It's very important that you do that as soon as you feel comfortable to do so, as soon as you understand what's important to that person, what's important to you, to start having that conversation. Don't rush it, but there's a sense of timing here with that Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like everything is coming to a head during this full moon, at that full moon in Pisces here, that we can no longer push things aside when it comes to our deep feelings, because this is like Virgo season still. We are being asked to come to task about how we carry our daily lives, about how we express our inner working, our deep inner self into the world, in the things that we do, whether it's work, relationship, the way we connect with family members, the real nitty-gritty of our life is almost like in trial here. We're putting it to trial. And I feel like during that second week with that full moon in Pisces, it's us delving deep into our feelings, deep into the underworld of ourselves, to really see, okay, where it is that we have been not very clear with ourselves and with others, where it is that we've been hiding, you know. And this is all coming to a head. And we have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck for you. Yes, you will need the strength to do that. It's going to require courage. Make the effort. I keep getting courage every time I look at that card. And here we have the Strength card. It's going to require courage for you to do that, and I feel like you have it. You have it in your power to do that, okay? Because it's important. You've asked for all of this. This is your prayers, your affirmation, your visualizations that brought you two together. So now you have to make the effort to keep this intact, okay? And we have, let's get an oracle card for you. This is Notes from the Universe. I love these cards. They were a gift from one of my mentors, spiritual mentors. And let's see what additional message Spirit have for you, Cancer. And I hope you guys understand this message that I related clearly enough. And Old Souls Use Word is at the top, okay? And it says here, very springly, except of course for I love, think, you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe. P.S. Which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. Do you see? Sequence is important. The way you express yourself is important. That's what they're trying to say here. Very sparingly, except like all souls use words, but how do you use those words? It's so important, not just the words that you use, but how do you use them? Not just expressing yourself. How do you express yourself? Let's say it's not even with words, let's say it's with actions. What actions actually is communicating love to that person? Do they even understand that's what you're trying to communicate? Do you understand, Cancer? That's indeed your message here. Sequence is important. Keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple. Keep it simple and keep it from a loving way. But let's look into the card that actually jumped out for you. You glow. We learn. Thanks. You see, the sun is shining on you. It's a learning experience. You're learning, you're growing. You're understanding what's important to you. You're understanding how to ask for what is important to you, for what matters to you. And we're learning and we're growing and we're gonna keep sharing, okay? And there's a message in the back. I'm gonna put it here. You can pause so you can read it for yourself. And it says here, in case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. Thanks for all you've shared, the universe. P.S. It's just another one of those naughty body algorithm things. Okay, so just know that yes, the universe is acknowledging the strength that it requires for you, the courage, the almost like some of you may have to eat some humble pie here to understand that it might have been you indeed that was on your own way. It might have been you indeed the way you were expressing yourself or not expressing yourself, or perhaps not understanding what that person was conveying to you when they were that have been in your own way for receiving what you want, okay? And it doesn't have to be all PC-DC here, because for some of you, it may indeed be that you were in relationship that are not what you wanted, because you were just going with that person because they're there. Okay, that's the next person that asked me, you are not paying attention to the things that you're actually praying for. You are just, okay, that person asked me, I'll go, without paying attention to how that person, what that person is expressing to you, okay? Or what is important for you to express to that person, about what the things that are important to you. You are not doing so as well. So then you keep getting into this entanglements that are creating like almost like bad romantic karma, and you asking yourself, what is this? What is this? What is this? So it goes both ways. Apply it to your life as you see fit. But there's a message here for you, Cancer, to pay attention. First of all, to understand it requires courage for you to take the steps that are important to you, to correct the course, if you will, one way or another. Excuse me. Secondly, to understand your own love language to begin with. What's important to you? How does someone express love to you, and how do you understand it? How do you receive it? Okay? If someone give you a lot of gifts and then they don't ever say I love you, they don't ever, let's say, even take you out to dinner or introduce you to their friends or compliment you, and does that mean something to you? Okay, are the gifts the only thing that are important, or the fact that they're not doing that other thing makes you feel like a sense of lacking? And if so, learn your own love language and understand how to express that to that person, of like, I appreciate you with loving ways, of course, and how grateful you are for all these great things and all these great gifts. It would be really nice if once in a while we could do this, right, as a suggestion, and then we keep bringing it up in a loving way. Like, it could be as simple as that, but the conversations need to happen. Okay, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and understand that words do matter. The way you express those feelings do matter. The sequence of events do matter, not just for you but also for that other person. And yes, I hope this message give you some insights, Cancer. If you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe. If you want a personal reading to go deeper into your own personal situation, contact me at lanmoutarot@gmail.com. There's information in the description box. I also give Reiki healing sessions. I'm a Reiki certified Reiki master. You can contact me for those as well. And come back next week. As always, remember, love is indeed the only answer. I'm sending you so much love. Bye.